Hey everybody, how in the heck are you?
Hey,
Good to see you on this Sunday. Proud that you could be here. We're proud to be here.
absolutely, we're proud to be here.
Proud to be anywhere
Yeah.
on this side of terra firma. It doesn't hurt that we're also right here on the sandy beaches of the Gulf Coast of Florida.
No, that doesn't hurt at all.
Never hurts.
Never hurts.
Never hurts. But we are struggling with future plans though because of the fuel prices.
Well, I think everybody is.
I know.
Problem is people and I
Hi,
understand
James.
it. Hey, James Cantonese. You make your reservations and you hold on to them as long as you can till you have to make that decision. Do we go or don't we go?
I know.
And unfortunately, we're looking for places to go that are close to home, and everything's booked up. However, we're fairly well taken care of this summer.
Hi there, deckhand. Thrifty Angela. She's been a member for 5 months of RV Underway, and we certainly appreciate it.
Well,
Thank you,
and-
Angela. We appreciate
And
it.
John and James.
And John and James Cantonese, John at Over the Hill RV, and Steve over at Avenger RV Adventure,
Mhm.
and also Idle Cruises. We certainly appreciate that. Sandy and Phil. I got it
You
right.
did it. You did
Without
it.
even, not even stumbling.
Which is strange because we were talking about Michael and Shelley earlier today, so
We
I
were.
assumed that you would call her Shelley.
We were talking about our epic RV adventures. So, James Cantonese, Idle Cruises, Thrifty Angela, Shanna Craft, John at Over the Hill RV. Thank you all for being here. Did we forget anybody else?
I think that's all of them so far.
Really? Okay. Well, there's 10 of us in the room. So,
Yeah, you got them all.
yeah, we got them all. Thank you all for being here again on this Sunday. We are in Panama City, Florida, and we're staying at the, as it says right up here, we're staying at the Navy MWR campground, the FamCamp at Naval Support Activity, Panama City Beach, Florida, and we couldn't be happier.
It's one of our favorite places.
It is one of our favorite places.
If you get to Marina, main side.
Yeah, if you get main side, the marina, then you're right here at the beach, which is where me and you were most of the day.
That's right. Now, there is another campground here owned by MWR, and it's called Southside. It's more like a parking lot, but if you're going to be out and about and doing things,
Sure.
it's still convenient. You still have all the things that you need to do. So
Shanna says, I enjoyed Monday through Friday camping at Greenwood State Park, about an hour from me. I'm looking to make reservations at other campgrounds in the area. The struggle is real.
well, summer's here too, and people think they're going to be making their trips. And a lot of places, if they don't cancel, they still got their money, so they're not concerned. But we find ourselves close to water.
Well,
whenever
we have actually contemplated for the first time moving our plans up. Our plan had always been to travel, at least make it out west, and get a good dose of the west and the northwest,
right.
and then work our way back here toward the Gulf Coast of Florida, the southeast, and then do some work camping. We've actually contemplated moving those plans up because of gas prices,
Well,
just economy in general. They thank goodness so far we're not noticing the park prices going up for us,
Right.
but the transportation to get Matilda here and there, food, just like you, we're experiencing the same thing you guys are experiencing. We just unfortunately we chose a tough time to start our full-time life on the road. It couldn't be at a worse time with diesel prices pushing $7, and out west it's more than that. it takes a lot of diesel to move Matilda from here to there. And so we've actually contemplated moving those prices or those schedules up. We noticed that the camp host here at the Naval Support Activity, FamCamp at Panama City, Florida, departed shortly after we got here. And we got here last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the camp host left like Wednesday and left the spot vacant. That spot number 1 over there is usually the camp host. And so we actually had that conversation.
We're fighting that urge to walk up to the office and ask if they need a camp host.
Yeah. we had that conversation that day that, well, you know, we wanted to go out to Colorado. Perhaps you could fly out there and we could attend your 50-year class reunion, as opposed to driving Matilda out to Colorado. I really look forward to taking Matilda out there, though. And we probably still will, but it's going to hurt. It's going to take a lot of gas. It's going to take a lot of cutting back in other areas. Mel and Nettie, living free, zip codeless. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all being here. Always good to see you. And they've got a great video out right now about free camping in Arkansas, Texas, that area. So do go check out that channel. That is Mel and Nettie, living free, zip codeless. And they say, please hit the thumbs up. Please do that. At the very least, hit the thumbs up, even if you don't hang around to hear us babble. Okay? Well, that's it. Good night, folks. No, we had a great day on the beach. Took the lawn chairs down there. We're in a place called the St. Andrews Harbor. And we're on base where the LCACs, if you know anything about military vessels, it's an LCAC is a landing craft air cushion, LCAC, an LCAC, and basically a hovercraft. And we have a video about camping here last year.
Yep.
And we invite you to go see it because we got some footage on there of the LCAC's landing and some up close shots of the Navy hovercraft. If you've never seen a Navy hovercraft, also the experimental, is it Z1 or X1? The X1 stealth vessel is home ported here. Okay. It's an experimental vessel, and we got some photos of that too. Don't tell the Pentagon, but we do. We do have some photos of that. It's in a video about camping at NSA Panama City, Florida. So search our channel and check that one out if you want to see the LCAC's landing at NSA Panama City Beach, Florida, and a little bit of the Coast Guard base and the what is it? It's the I don't want to say, it's not the X1. It's
I don't know what it is.
Basically, there's only one of this vehicle, this vessel, and it's a very stealthy frigate-looking ship. What it was used for, I don't know.
Hello, Donna Hernandez.
Donna Hernandez is here. Donna girl, how the heck are you?
In a couple of days.
Yeah, we will see you in a couple of days. My goodness gracious alive. Donna just got her son graduated.
Yep.
And he's already almost done with his aircraft training.
Yep.
And he is he's hitting it and getting it. And we're all so proud of him. Donna, I know you are. And it's good to see you. Donna Hernandez, our sister.
Dear sister.
Dear sister, Donna Hernandez. And we share a bond that time and circumstances will never break. And we just love you so much. And you and Austin. And it's so good to see you here. It is real good to see you. Yeah, everybody say hello to Donna. Donna, these are some of our friends online. Say hello to Donna Hernandez. There is the Aloha Conch. He, of course, is half of our the Aloha Conch, half of the Aloha Conch is our middle son, JW.
Yep.
The Aloha Conch is here. He's the conch part. And it's spelled, I'm going to give you a little lesson here. It's spelled C-O-N-C-H, and it's not pronounced conch. It is conch, and it basically is the mussel, the shell, very familiar, conch shell. It's what they blow. They drill a hole in it and blow it like a horn down in Key West. And JW, the Aloha Conch, was born in Key West along with our youngest son. So they're both conchs.
Yes.
And the Aloha side is Miss Elizabeth. And she was born to a Army father. And they were stationed in...
she was born in Hawaii.
In Hawaii. Or properly pronounced Hawaii, I think.
Something like that.
With a V.
Yeah, Donna's
Hawaii.
got a picture of you holding a conch.
Yeah. Yeah, Donna's got a lot of pictures of me that I hope most of them don't get out. But yeah, she's got a picture of me holding the conch, and we actually partook in we went and harvested some conchs while we were down in the Bahamas. And there's a particular part of the conch that you have to eat. It's kind of it's raw, and it's kind of a rite of passage. Or just a bunch of drunk guys eating this particular part of the conch. Let's just say that it's part of the reproduction system of the conch.
The male
reproductive system of the conch. And it's like a long string of spaghetti. You just and I know I've just grossed everybody out.
Anyway, we also need to say hello to Kenneth Oaks.
Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks. Proud to see you here on this wonderful Sunday. We are down here for a particular reason.
Yes, we are.
Not only are we here because we love this campground on base at Naval Support Activity. Like I said, it says so right up there, Naval Support Activity, Panama City, Florida. But this happens to be the weekend of the Gulf Coast Jam 2022, Pepsi Gulf Coast Jam 2022, and my many years in association with the broadcasting industry of the Southeast. We were always sponsors of the Gulf Coast Jam, and this year it's a 4-day festival. It's always typically been and probably will continue to be a 3-day festival, but because of COVID, they skipped 2 years.
Right.
And so they made it a 4-day festival this year, Thursday, Friday, last night, and tonight.
Tonight's last night.
And the first night, Thursday night, they had a bunch of acts, including Nico Moon and some others. And we were there in time to see, who'd we see the first night, Thursday night? Yeah, obviously it didn't make much of an impression on us, but
I was enjoyable, but
yeah. And then we went back. We skipped Saturday. We went Friday.
Yep.
And we saw Gary Allen, and we saw the highlight of the night was Old Dominion.
That's the highlight of the weekend.
Wow.
For us,
that really was, because we're big Old Dominion fans. We just love them. Now, last night we skipped it because we knew it was going to get crazy. It was going to be Chris Jansen and Florida Georgia Line. They usually have about 6 or 7 acts a day.
Yeah.
And from the not so well known acts all the way up to the big headliners. And last night was going to be a throwdown night, although a thunderstorm blew through and it had been threatening rain all day. So we decided not to go and face the crazy young crowd that was going to be there for Chris Jansen and Florida Georgia Line. Now, Florida Georgia Line did go on. They waited till after the rain, but anytime the rain blows through and you have a large crowd, you have to disperse the crowd. So Chris Jansen, he didn't go on.
He's the only one that didn't go on. Everybody else got to go on, but it rained during Chris Jansen's time. And because of scheduling and stuff, they can't really put them on after the big act and stuff like that. So
they brought everybody back into the park, and Florida Georgia Line took the stage and did their big show last night. And tonight Today, there's a bunch of great acts on, and we're going to wait till after the live stream before we head that way.
Right.
And we're going to get there in time, plenty of time to see Maddie and Tay.
No, they were yesterday. Today is, we'll see.
Oh, Scotty McCreery. That's right.
Scotty McCreery, and of course, we'll see.
Yeah, Mitchell Tenpenny and Scotty McCreery, and then Brooks and Dunn. We are going to be there for Brooks and Dunn tonight.
Yes.
And we're going to close that place down.
Yes.
Now, thank goodness Brooks and Dunn's coming on early because we're all old timers. You know, Ronnie Dunn is 72 years old.
He still sings well.
Oh, he sings great.
First night we saw Jameson Rogers, and that was a pretty good show.
We saw Jameson Rogers and we saw Brett Young. Now, unfortunately, traffic was horrible
Getting
Thursday night. It took us an hour and a half to get there, and another half hour, 45 minutes to park and walk to the gate. So unfortunately, we missed the act we really wanted to see Thursday, which was Nico Moon. So we didn't get to see Nico Moon, but we did see a great show Thursday night. We saw an excellent show with Old Dominion on Friday night. And we skipped Florida-Georgia line, all that craziness, and the weather. And everything looks pretty good now. We've been watching some storm cells blow to the east of us on the St. Andrews Bay, which is actually in the direction of the park, the Frank Brown Park, where they have the concert, the Gulf Coast Jam. So I think the weather's going to be fine tonight for Brooks and Dunn.
And Donna, I'm sure he's going to sing, I believe.
Oh,
there's no way he's going to be able to get off the stage without singing.
There ain't no way he's not.
Yeah. So I'm sure.
And we've got pretty good seating, and so we're really quite up front.
Yep.
We're up there, and they got the big screens, and they got all the wristbands. You got to have your one wristband on this arm, and you got to have your other wristband on this arm, and everything goes by wristbands these days. And
I cut my 21 and older off because if I buy anything today, they can go ahead and get me a new.
How do they know you're over 21? Unless you got your.
Well, I have
you got to have one that says 21, over 21.
Or I just send you to buy the drinks.
And see, this one, you register this on your credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a cashless affair. And how smart they are. Because when you don't see the money going out, you're just swiping your wrist all day.
Slow-mo is
I
here.
did pretty good.
Slow
Momentum. Slow Momentum's got a pretty good story.
He does.
You know it better than I do. He went to a concert. They won tickets to a concert.
Tracy Lawrence.
Who was here
playing right now.
Tracy Lawrence is on right now here at Gulf Coast Jam. Yeah.
He'll be playing right
but anyway, Slow-Mo and BJ, they went to Tracy Lawrence.
Slow-Mo didn't go. It was a girls' weekend, but his birthday was coming up.
Okay.
So anyway, the girls went. They saw Tracy Lawrence. They saw Easton Corbin, and I can't remember the other one, the middle act. But anyway, they got the
Easton Corbin is the jam.
I like Easton Corbin.
That's George Strait's illegitimate son, Easton Corbin.
But they the girls went and won backstage.
Yeah,
passes.
Slow-Mo said I didn't go. The girls did. Yeah.
And they like I said, they got backstage and they got to meet and greet, and they got autographed ball caps. Tracy Bird was the other one. Autographs. Tracy Lawrence. He got to. He's the one that does the song.
Not Tracy Lawrence. Tracy Bird
is the one that does the song
Keeper of the Stars.
Keeper of the Stars. The words written on a guitar in signature, so it was good. Clay Walker, I like him too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Clint Walker's not bad. He was Daniel Boone. Clint Walker was Daniel Boone. Clay Walker. And
we got the Gimpy Camper here.
Hey, Barrett, how in the heck are you?
Drive, just sitting to listen.
Him and his wife, Valerie, thank y'all so much. He has a 13-hour drive just sitting in to listen. Well, thank you for being here, Barrett. We certainly appreciate it. And Godspeed. Be careful. out on the roads. Where you headed, if you don't mind saying? You can let us all know.
Slow-mo's on the road too. He's taking a break.
Yeah, Slow-mo, if you don't
He's
know,
in
Slow-mo, Keith Thomas, he and BJ Thomas, not that BJ Thomas, the other
RBJ Thomas.
the RBJ Thomas, they haul RVs across the country. They move RVs.
So does Little Bit.
Little Bit and her husband, it's Lisa and John. No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah. They do the same thing. They transport RVs from location to location. Gimpy Camper says, home from Traverse City, Michigan. All right.
But anyway, we do have we're booked up through September. October, we're supposed to go to the Jamboree. We're hoping to still make that. And if we decide we're going to still travel, which we may decide because it may work out for us, we're going to winter in Florida. We've got a couple of plans to be in Florida, meet up with some folks.
Yeah.
And so those are the plans. Now, of course, that green stuff has to come into the plans. So now.
Well, by then, diesel prices will be back down to $2 a gallon. Oh my, we'll never see that again.
We'll never see that again. Because even when they start going down, they won't go back down to what they were.
That's horrible.
It is. Because nothing's going to go back down to what it was. I'm sorry. It's not. It may go back down $1 or $2.
Back when I was a kid,
never back when
I was a kid and I had a homemade diesel lawnmower. I'm talking a push mower. That was diesel. It was 25 cents a gallon, buddy. I put that off-road diesel in that thing. Blah, 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 blah. I could cut some grass. It was hard to push, but I could cut some grass. Yeah, Slow-mo says Clint Walker was a big man. Was a big man. Daniel Boone was a man. Yes, he was. What a great show. Him and his coonskin cap. And Ames.
Jim Ames, I think it is.
Jim Ames.
He was his buddy.
His Indian buddy.
Yeah.
He was from the Ames brothers. He was a singer. Yeah.
I thought he was good looking. I thought he was a good looking Indian. Can't say that.
Hey.
Can't say that no more.
It's not politically correct. You can't say Indian.
He was a good looking man.
He was a good looking man.
Mm-hmm.
All them Ames brothers were good looking men.
But yeah, we've got our travel plans.
And all you kids out there going, I have the slightest idea who the Ames brothers were.
Oh, Sue from Lucky Dog Production and moderator is here.
Hello, Sue. Good to see you. Sunday afternoon, we're in the Panhandle of Florida on the Gulf Coast, St. Andrews Bay at military base here off of Thomas Drive, having a great time. Yeah, Slow-mo said he's tweaking his horns for the second annual. Do you call it the second annual? The first one is the
first one.
Is the first one.
Then when you have two, you can now call it second annual.
Okay, second annual Blowhard. The RV.
At the third annual.
At the third annual Slow-mo Joe Crew Rendezvous 2023. The third annual will have the second annual RV Blowhard contest, which was won by the host, Slow-mo. I think you had an unfair advantage, though.
That's my opinion. I don't know anything about, aerodynamics,
audio
stuff, but he was in a little covered area,
so that
would mean it would blast more into this area.
It would channel the sound.
I would think so.
Meanwhile, Matilda was sitting right out in the open. She had nothing to bounce her sound off of, so she didn't quite register. I came in second. Matilda came in second, but Slow-mo won it, and so he
no sour grapes here. None. No sour grapes.
He kept the trophy. And so next year, we've already got James Catany says he's going to win it. And Jerry Holly says he's going to win it. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's called the RV Blowhard Competition. And we had several entrants, and I think I came in second. Matilda came in second, and Mel and Nettie Living Free Zip Codeless
came in
third, and Bear came in fourth.
And he didn't even have his RV.
He didn't even have his RV there. That's why he came in fourth. But he did have it on his phone, a video of his air horns from his RV called Xanadu, Adventures in Xanadu. So he came in fourth. And, of course, Slow-Mo.
So I'm asking, asking. So if you come in and you don't have an air horn, but you download the sound of an air horn, can you compete? I mean, that's what.
No, it's got to be your air horn. This happened to be his country coach, Xanadu.
Okay.
It was on his phone, and he held his phone. Now, granted, all of us had to be 25 feet from the noise meter, the decimal meter. We were all 25 feet. We measured it off from the decimal meter, and we set off our air horns for 5 seconds. Now, granted, he was not 25 feet away with his cell phone. He was right there, and he had a great showing. But the wind was pushing y'all's blast. No, the wind was actually, it was a headwind. It was a headwind.
Whatever. But it was a blast.
But literally, it was a blast.
Just finding new ways to entertain ourselves while we're all at a meetup.
That's right.
So, but anyway, we have our plans this summer, and we're hoping to stay on the road.
Now, where do we go from here?
From here, we're going to Hardridge Creek, Lake Eufaula.
If you know us, you know we love Lake Eufaula, Corps of Engineer Campgrounds. And if we do a camp hosting job, it'll probably be our first one. Will probably be there, unless we can finagle something here.
Well,
dude, if we're
going to look for a camp hosting, I've already told them it has to be on the water.
It's got to be on the water.
It has to be. I would prefer it to be, the coastline of Florida somewhere, just because
or a big lake.
I like the ocean.
Eufaula.
Well, Eufaula's good, and the lake's fine, but I prefer the ocean over the lake. But just something like that. But anyway, we're not going to rule it out, but it's not our top priority right now. Our top priority is to sell the house and to be free of that, because that will free up some money for the gas. James Cantonese is calling you out there, Slow-Mo.
Yeah, James says he's going to take it. Of course, James has a history of truck driving, so he probably knows a little bit about air horns.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us, all of our air horns were maybe speaking out of turn for Mel and Nettie, but I know that me and Slow-Mo, our air horns are set off when we hit the regular horn button on the steering wheel.
Okay.
And if you've got your air horn button on, it channels the air through the solenoid to the air horns. But James Cantonese is used to pulling the cable, letting that valve, hitting those air horns. So he may have something on us by the time we get around to the third annual Slow Mojo Crew Rendezvous, which is coming up in April of next year. Now, what do you think about the Jamboree?
As far as
what used to be
Mayberry
meetup, we've had two of them at Mayberry, Mount Airy, North Carolina. The third one is going to be in North Georgia.
The idea was to move it around a little bit so that other people can come, so that we get to different locations, so we can have other people join us too that may not be able to make it all the way to Mount Airy.
Right.
I like the Mount Airy camp, but what do you mean? What am I thinking of?
Well, do you think we're going to make it? What are our plans? Let's put it that way. Let's say diesel prices don't get no worse, which I think is a high horse to climb up on, but let's say diesel prices stay where they are now, which are barely tolerable.
The roughest part about hitting the Jamboree this year is that we have 4 days to get there from Colorado. Over 1,400 miles from Colorado Springs to the Jamboree, and 4 day. We leave on Monday morning, Monday morning.
It's about 350 miles a day.
That's going to be the roughest part about it, I think. If the fuel prices continue to go up, then we may not make it.
We may not.
We just may mosey our way from Colorado to wherever we want to go next.
If fuel prices continue rapidly, we may not even make it to Colorado.
Well, we may not.
We will have to go another way, which is still going to cost us a fortune because airline tickets are going up. Gas prices are going up. So even if we decided to park the RV at home, we won't have the home by then.
Probably not. So that'll give us more money for gas.
Yeah, but then where do we park Matilda?
Wherever we go. I guess I wasn't listening to the first part of the conversation.
If we have to, because of diesel prices, we have to leave Matilda and take, say, a personal vehicle and drive out to Colorado and stay.
We would leave it probably at a Corps of Engineer and just let them know that we were going to be gone for a week or so. You can be gone for a few days if you tell them in advance.
So go ahead and book a Corps of Engineer campground. And
because they're easy enough to cancel.
Donna says, sounds like fun.
Slow-mo mentioned going to the Nashville area. I think that would be a great spot, centrally located. I agree with you on that. Yep. And so that might be something that we're going to do. But
I think also another great spot would be the Branson area.
That would be good.
That would be a little farther west and allow folks that are farther west to make it to one of the meetups. So maybe by the 4th annual, we'll move it on over toward Nashville or Branson.
Well, this one will be the 3rd annual in Georgia.
This will be the 3rd. And then the 4th, maybe move it over toward Branson. Or I think they talked about doing 2 years in each spot.
That's kind of what they mentioned.
That will all depend on how well received it is in the North Georgia. What's the name of that little town?
It's close to
Helena, Georgia. Close to Helena, Georgia.
But we'll check that out and see how that goes. We're hoping to be there. Gas prices may change our plans, but we would be heading somewhere from Colorado at the end of September. So maybe down to Texas, so we could do some 1,000 trails.
Yeah.
But the plan really is October, November, December, January, all that time. That plan is to be in Florida.
I'm sitting here watching a forklift take the boats out of the boat rack and put them over here in the dock area. The dock is over here. Great view of that, and the beach is right over here, and there's cabins on both sides. And behind us is the Navy Lodge. And what's the name of that little bar over there? Can you remember?
Mainport?
Main deck.
Main deck.
The main deck is behind us. And the main deck it's like only open like 3 hours a night and only a few nights a week.
It's open Tuesday through Friday.
Yeah.
So it's closed on the weekend.
Closed on the weekend. But it's a nice little, you still use the deck and everything. They got lighting out, and you can use the deck area overlooking the water. And so it's a nice little camp here on base in Panama City. And we've also stayed over at the south side.
We have, and it's not bad.
We stayed over there for one of the Gulf Coast jams several years ago. We stayed over there, which ain't bad. Again, you don't have the access to the water. You're not walking to the water from there. You would have to drive down Thomas Drive or back up here to the base to get on the beach or the Gulf.
Or you can go down to one of the resorts and just go to their beach.
Oh, well, everybody does.
Everybody does, yeah.
Yeah. Just park at schooners and walk to the beach.
Well, even on that
St. Andrews Bay.
Yeah.
St. Andrews State Park.
Because we stayed at one of the nice hotels for our anniversary.
We did.
and people can walk to the
We
beach.
just made ourselves at home. Just parked right down there and went out by the pool, sat down, and had the cabana boy. Excuse me. I seem to be a little vacant of alcohol. Cabana boy.
Cabana boy. Felix is here. Happy Place Camping.
Where's Jesse?
Well, he's probably close by.
Probably eating.
Probably eating. Yeah.
That's a nice boat. That's about the size of the boat we'd have to get us from the dock out to our real boat. That one ain't but about 25 feet. So that one would just be big enough to get us out to the big boat and maybe to take our trash back and forth to the dock.
He already ate, but it wasn't very long ago. So he's probably going to eat again. Jesse's like a little baby, got to eat over and over again constantly.
Gimpy Camper is rolling through Cincinnati right now. Donna says she wants a cabana boy. Miss Barbara wants a cabana boy. She wants somebody to walk up and go, Miss Carter, it's time for your massage, Miss Carter.
Yeah, I do.
Allow me to remove the cucumbers from your eyes. It's time for your massage.
Refresh the cucumbers.
Massage.
Massage. Yes.
Time for your massage.
We'd work him to death, Donna. Between you and I, that poor cabana boy, he would earn every bit of it. But yeah.
Did y'all work him to death on that cruise? Donna and Miss Barbara, along with a couple of others, went on a girls only, all girls cruise.
We didn't work him too badly. Donna worked at casinos.
Again, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up, we would certainly appreciate it. And I'm going to take this opportunity right now to thank our members of RV Underway. And membership at RV Underway gets you a couple of perks. You can check it out by clicking below on that join button. And it won't join you up. It'll just give you all those particulars of little bennies that you will get if you're a member of RV Underway. But these are our members, and we want to thank them right now. There you go. Thank you so very much to our members. And again, membership, if you decide to be a member, there's several levels. And basically, you'll get a couple of bennies, which are laid out in the join video, which you'll have to bear with us. That join video, I know it looks like we're reading it because we are. We're reading it. But just below this video, probably right down here somewhere is a join button. And please check that out. But understand, you don't have to join. You're still going to get the live streams every Sunday and all of the videos we put out. It's just that there's a few extra perks, like you get to early view the videos, and you also get members only videos, and we'll do our best to keep stuff like that updated. Mel and Nettie Living Free zip code says next to the subscribe on a laptop. And
it's because Donna asked for the join button is.
Donna says, I will share with you, Sister Barbara.
We're going to share our cabana boys.
Oh, I see.
We're making plans that we'll seek out in the future. Way out there. You know, when girls only go on the road trip.
Girls only RV caravan. And you're going to drive, Matilda?
No, when it comes to that, I'll probably have me a Super C or something.
What my chopped liver?
Well, you want them boys only.
What about me?
Well, Donna can drive. She can drive her travel trailer.
You don't drive a travel trailer. You drive the truck.
Well, she can drive the truck and tow the travel trailer. I'm not a tower. She says yes. Anyway.
Guess I'll just head back down to Florida with Matilda and Codody.
Oh, we're still talking a little bit farther in the future. Believe me, you'll be somewhere close by.
Anyway, had a great day on the beach today. Got a lot of sun.
A little bit.
We've gotten a lot of sun.
You've gotten more sun than me.
Between Carabel, where we spent 8 days, 9 days.
We were there for 9 days.
9 days in Carabel, which is the other side of Port St. Joe, Apalachicola, Florida, on the Big Bend, headed east of here. And now we've been here since Tuesday, and we'll be here till Thursday. Here it is Sunday, so we still have several days left to go. And I think I'm going to do, because the Gulf Coast Jam is over tonight, once we see Brooks and Dunn tonight, we'll wrap that up. And I think I'm going to spend the next 3 days fishing.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get out there on St. Andrews Bay and throw some. I'm just going to feed the fish shrimp and squid and chicken liver.
Yeah.
Dog treats. They'll eat just about anything down here. Saltwater catfish will, but there's a few fish to catch out there. So you have to wade out though, for goodness sake. It's you go out there a good 1/8 of a mile and it's still less than 4 feet.
Yeah.
You got to go for a while to find any deep water, but there's shallow water fish out there. You can volunteer to be the cabana boy. Gee, thanks. Let me just, what is that? Is that Cody?
It has to be. We're both sitting here going, we're being gassed out by our dog.
Oh my gosh, Cody.
She on the bed.
Oh.
I hope she didn't do an Amber Heard on us. Smells bad.
It smells very bad. Oh my gosh. Help, Lord. Help me. I got to turn the air conditioner back on. Hang on. I'm going to turn, y'all bear with us in the noise. I got to turn the air conditioner on for the circulation. Woo! Hot dog. Living with a dog on the road. She's a mess. And I took her out.
It says because you said you would use her treats for bait.
Yeah.
Let you know.
A couple of days ago, I took her down to the water, and me and her spent about an hour down there out in the water. And knowing good and well that she can't swim in a lake, a river, the beach. She can't swim in the water without opening her mouth while she swims around, and she swallows a lot of water. Just part of who she is. And unfortunately, when we were down in Key West, she got the Key West crud, which was doggy diarrhea for a good week. It was horrible. We had to take her down to the vet in Key West and get some medicine. Got her cleared up from that. Went to Lake Eufaula. Let her get back in the water. And what does she do? She swims around a couple of days, drinks the water, and she's got doggy diarrhea again. So we take her to the vet. She has an intestinal infection, and we get that cleared up. And 2 days ago, me and her go to the water, and I tried my best to keep her out. I did. I tried my best. But she got in the water, and she swam out there, and she tried to drink half St. Andrews Bay. And so far, keep her fingers crossed. So far. Now, yesterday she didn't have an appetite for about half the day. But today she's had a good appetite, and everything's been solid. Everything's solid. You understand what I'm saying? Solid. So
You never know what's going to happen during one of our lives. You might get some good information, and you just might get dog doo-doo. What can I say?
what was that to live stream about? Dog poo? It was about the various consistencies or viscosities of dog poo based on the type of bacteria in the water, whether it be the ocean, the river, or the lake.
And Nettie asks everybody to hit the thumbs up, please.
Yeah, do hit the thumbs up. We have about 14 minutes left, and quite frankly, we've pretty much run out of things to say other than where we are, why we're here, where we're going, what our plans are. Let's talk a little bit more about what our plans are. After Colorado, well, no, ahead. Line us up between now and Colorado best you can.
Well, we leave here.
Okay.
We're going to go to Lake Eufaula.
Going to Lake Eufaula. That's a Corps of Engineer campground.
Right.
Okay.
Then we are going to Huntsville.
We're
Alabama.
going up to Huntsville, which is the Space Center of Alabama, the Huntsville Space Center.
And we're going to the Space Camp RV Park.
Space Camp RV Park.
And Ricky's going to dye his hair. He's going to put that spray in stuff, so he's going to tell everybody he's been in the 8th grade for a year or two.
And so I can go through Space Camp.
So you can go to Space Camp.
Float around weightlessly.
I don't know what all we're going to do up there. I'm sure we're going to hit the museums. One of the things we will do while we're up there.
We'll definitely do the tours of the Space Center.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
But we're also going up there because a group, some of you may know of them, America, the group, they done, Horse with No Name, Sister Golden Hair, and several other great songs from the 70s. They're playing.
Ventura Highway.
Yes. They're playing there, and we're going to that concert.
Tin Man.
Yes. I mean, I love them anyway.
Oh, we love America. So we're going to go see America while they're up there at the
in Huntsville.
And we're going to go to the Space Center. We'll be at the Space Center camp.
We'll be there for a week.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back down to, we'll have a day or two at the house.
Hey, Mary Jones.
And nursing our travel bug.
Nursing our travel bug. My goodness gracious alive. We are thinking about staying at a Corps of Engineer camp, but not sure if you run into problems being too long.
I don't think you're going to, well, there's different sites. You have to go in and...
You'll have to check it out, but the only thing we've ever had, we've had a 36-foot Matilda, the original Matilda. We've had the 39-foot Matilda 2, and now the 37-foot Matilda 3. Always had plenty of room to put the RV in. I know yours is in excess of 40 feet. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but one thing you do want to make sure of is that your grade coming into the campsites. I'm not sure where your Corps of Engineer campground is, whether it's on a river, a lake, or neither one. But a lot of the sites, they're nice and level, and most of them are paved. They're concrete. But a lot of times getting into it is a very steep entry in, not a bunch of them, but some of them. So if you can find out, Donna says 40 feet maybe.
Well, a lot of the sites, we go in, we say it's 38 feet, but we could park the car right in front of it. So 40 foot would fit pretty easily. I don't know how big your
Slow-mo says just drive to Bastrop and I'll let you keep it in one of my motorhome bays. There you go. Family. But anyway, Corps of Engineer campgrounds, I would hate that anybody would have a bad experience, but we've been doing it now pushing 4 years, and we've never had a bad experience at a Corps Engineer campgrounds. Now, there was one site we had to pass on and go somewhere else and camp because it was just too steep. But I think nursing our travel bugs, you'll be all right. So just ask questions. Ask about the entrance to the campsites themselves.
And most of the sites, Mel and Nettie, are 50 amp.
Oh yeah,
most of the sites
50
are.
amps
And
in
they'll
water,
tell you-
but not all of them have sewer.
Yeah.
50 amp in water, they do have. Not all of them have sewer. We went to it was a state park. I started to see a Corps Engineer park where they tried to put us in a tent site.
Yeah, that was a state
That
park.
was a state park up in North Carolina.
Right across the Virginia, North Carolina border.
Yeah, we weaved and wove back in the deep woods, and it got narrow and steep and curvy back there. And we finally came up on the site, and Miss Barbara said, "That's it. That's a number right there." And I said, "They ain't even got no electric pedestal. There's nothing that what am I gonna it was a tent site." And the dude at the front gate saw us drive in with a 37-foot RV and still put us in a tent site. And as we drove away, he said that his wife told him they're going to be back.
We were.
And sure enough, we were back. Gimpy Camper says, "I've been to one that wasn't good for grade."
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Most of them. Here's the reason.
Fact, when we leave, you follow before we go up to. We are going to Gunner Hill.
Gunner Hill.
Gunner Hill
is a great one.
They have a newer area in
just
Gunner
west
Hill.
of Montgomery, Alabama. Great site, great campsite. Yeah. We've been there twice now, and we'll be back. And on Saturday night, you can hear the stock cars from the Montgomery racetrack, Friday and Saturday night. So, hey, that's a bonus right there. It's not real bad. I'm just
anyway, you
putting
can
that out
pretty
there.
much check it out. And if you find a Corps of Engineer that you're looking for, I belong to a Facebook group for Corps of Engineer, and just ask, what kind of sites. Ask on Facebook. Call the campground itself, and you can get a lot of information that way. And because there's some pretty big boys that come into those campsites.
Yeah, they are.
They're pretty big.
I think the first time I saw a fella pull in from Florida, he came up into Alabama at the Corps of Engineers. No, he was on the Georgia side at Cotton Hill, and he pulled in. He had his truck, pulling his trailer, pulling his Jeep, and had a boat on the back of the Jeep.
And there's some pretty big.
And that's illegal by two standards. That goes. And he said it's illegal in Florida, but once he got into Alabama, or once he got into Georgia, he just hitched it all up. And his wife was driving the Jeep, so he hitched the Jeep up, and they just came on in. It's like, good gracious. It's like a train. It's like coming in with a train.
You won't have any problems joining that Facebook group. I just went on Facebook. I happened to see somebody that posted on there, and I went ahead and joined, and it took a couple hours or whatever.
Yeah, Donna's correct. Donna has spent more time than we have at Corps of Engineer Parks, and all you need to do, family, is call the Corps of Engineer Park and ask them. Just ask them point blank, because the dynamics of the Corps of Engineer Parks is they build them with the terrain. It's not always flat, especially when it's lakeside or next to a river. You got the river banks, and they all steep down. And if you want to back in down close to the water, then you're going to have a steep grade. And there's only been one that we simply could not get into. I took one look at it and said, no, I'm going to bottom this thing out. There's no way I can put it in there. But a smaller travel trailer would have had no problem backing down there. I couldn't do it with my wheelbase. So, but Donna's correct. Call them and just point blank ask them. I got a 42-foot, a 45-foot, whatever, fifth wheel. And am I going to be able to put it in that site? Is it too steep? What's it like? Am I going to have room for the slides? So on and so forth. We've always had room for the slides. Sometimes there's a tree in the way of the awning. If I want to put the awning all the way out, that's happened a couple of times. But we were always able to maneuver so we could put our 3 slides out, and we could let our awning out. And like I said, in one situation, there was a tree there, and There's always a lot of wooded areas. Rayleigh's Creative Travel. Blaine, good to see you. Great to see y'all. Hey. Been busy, but just wanted to stop and say hello. Hello, Blaine. Thank you so much for dropping by. We certainly appreciate it. Everybody say hello to Blaine. Say hi. I'm glad he stopped by.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, if you haven't done so, Mary Jones says hit that thumbs up. I want to thank our moderators, Mary Jones, Mel and Nettie Living Free Zip Codeless. Thank you so much. Lucky Dog Productions moderator, that is Sue. We thank you, Sue. We really appreciate it. We thank our members of RV Underway, and we thank all y'all for being here on this Sunday. We do it every Sunday, 3 o'clock.
Most every Sunday.
We have rarely missed one.
Well,
I think we had to pass on one because of the Wi-Fi
usually
signal.
it's the Wi-Fi. If we're going to pass, it's because of the Wi-Fi.
And even when we were at the Bethlehem camp at Callaway RV Park, I did it live that day. Myself, but we'll get on here and chat every Sunday at 3 o'clock. And BB3 and Nettie will be going on this afternoon, so be sure and check out that live stream as well. Happy Place Camping. So everybody have a great day. Glad I was able to hang out for a while. We thank you so much for being here with us, Felix and Jesse. Thank you so much. Blaine and Donna Hernandez, thank you so much for being here. Slow-mo saying, see y'all headed to Oregon. You be safe, Slow-mo. You and BJ out on the road. Y'all be careful. Everybody who's moving around the roads. Barrett, Gimpy Camper, you and Valerie, y'all be safe on the road out there. We wish y'all the best travels and get where you're going and get settled at home. I think you headed home from Michigan. So, AKA Fordman, AKA Kenneth Oakes, thank you so much for being here. Nursing our travel bug. Thank you so much, family. We certainly appreciate it. We can't wait till the next time we see you guys.
That's right.
We love seeing folks out on the road, and we're looking forward to hitting the Corps of Engineer campground, then going to. Did we round out our travels real quick? We're going to
Corps of Engineer, then we're going up to Montgomery to Gunner Hill.
Gunner Hill.
Back, I think we come back to Lake Eufaula, then we're going up to Space Camp.
And then we're going up to Space Camp, and then we come home from Space Camp and we sell the house.
Well, yeah, we have to, because after we leave Space Camp, we'll be in Pensacola.
Yeah, we're going to Pensacola. We're going to Blue Angels RV Park. And then from Pensacola
we're heading to Colorado.
Head to Colorado. God willing, and the creeks don't rise and the diesel prices don't go any higher. Safe travels, everybody.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all so much. Mel and Eddie say sell, sell, sell.
Got to.
Absolutely.
Got to. I'm done.
Let me take this opportunity once again to thank the members of RV Underway. We really appreciate it. Well, that's going to do it for us. God bless you, folks. Thank you for spending your Sunday with us. We got to go see Brooks and Dunn.
That's right.
We're on our way over to the Frank Brown Park to the concert. Brooks and Dunn tonight. We're going to do a little boot, scoot, and boogie.
Absolutely. Until
we see you again, fair winds and following seas. Bye, y'all.